Hello, everyone, and we're looking at Xbox Live indie games again. Yeah, this time, has zombie right in the title, so I guess it's honest. And also has cats, and they're angry. So anyway, the indie games for this week, it's for the week of November 20th, 2011 to November 26th, 2011. And we're starting off with Angry Zombie Ninja Cats. And it's a side-scrolling platformer, so at least it's not an overhead shooter, dual joystick shooter. You see, we're the Ninja Cat. Those would be the zombies down there. Can kill them with my shuriken. Huh. Can I get up there? Doesn't look like it. Let's see if I can go back. Not a very agile ninja, considering he's a cat. He could be a bit better at jumping. So, as you can see, very polished product, as we come to expect on Xbox Live indie games. The high standards that are kept on the service continue to be demonstrated. Oh, I'm out of shuriken. I see. I died. Got zombied. So, I mean, this is worth $1, right?
Super Ninja.
I gained some invincibility. At least the music's not bad. Oh, I got zombified. I know those are supposed to be zombies, but I'm not really seeing it. I mean, it's playable, right? I'm getting through the levels. Gameplay is pretty simple to... I got invincibility. Pretty simple to pick up. Grab all the gems, dodge the enemies, one-hit kills. We have the means to defend ourselves with the shuriken as long as they don't run out. Hold on. Collect all the gems. Okay, I missed a gem. Where did I miss one? Oh, there it is. How did I not see that? So, I mean, not really too much to talk about this game. I mean, you can pretty much see what it's all about. And I know that these are made by one-man teams, but maybe the developers should have thought about seeing if you could find a friend who maybe could draw a little bit. Because I know it's just XBlig. Oh, I died. I got zombified. I know it's just XBlig, but I mean, come on, really? The gameplay is very simple. So, I mean, it's not like that's going to draw you in and make up for the visuals. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be comedic, but I don't... Is it funny? I don't know, is it? I don't think it's particularly funny. It's just, you know, a side-scroller. It looks like someone made it in a day. course, I don't know how long this took to make, but maybe a week, even. And I get that a lot of people use XSplig as sort of a platform for their starter games, but I mean, just because you made a game doesn't necessarily mean you should put it up for sale, you know? I know it's only $1, but it's sort of the principle of the thing. I kind of doubt when Microsoft came up with the idea of the Indie Games channel that they really meant for it to be used like how it's used, you know? It's because of that XSplig has gotten a bad reputation. A lot of people think that it's not even really worth looking at all. Oh, did I forget that gem? Yeah, I did. My understanding is that the way games get on XSplig is they have to go through a peer review. In other words, they're reviewed by the other creators of XSplig games and determined if it passes muster. Maybe they should think about stricter requirements? I don't know. I don't mean to pick on this game in particular. It's just that this is kind of reflective of a lot of what we've seen on this service. I don't think just because a game is indie means that it can't look like, you know, a professional game. They can. There's no reason why they can't.
Super Ninja.
I mean, I guess I've continued to play it. I haven't turned it off yet, so I mean, there's that. It is, like I said, it's playable. It's not Snake 2, which, I mean, that is a compliment. It's kind of a low bar. That's a lot of zombie cats. You know, Snake 2 is still listed on, Snake 2 is still listed as one of the top-selling games if you go to the XSplig page and say sort by best-selling today. I don't know if that just means that no one has bought any other games below Snake 2 on that list, or if people have actually continued to buy Snake 2. But it's still up there. But that was Angry Zombie Ninja Cats. I think that's the order the name went in. Side-scroller with cats, there were ninjas and zombies. Next up is Itza, which is a puzzle game. It tells us how to play. It's, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but it seems not exactly similar to other puzzle games. Like last week, we did see something that was pretty much Bejeweled with a time limit. But, I mean, at least this doesn't seem like a knockoff as far as I know. And it has a backstory. So our puzzle game has a backstory. We're traveling to kidnap our sons who have been kidnapped by their grandfather. I don't know if that means our father or our wife's father. But somehow doing this is going to get them back. Let's see, we have to match up pairs of 2. Let's see. We can switch icons like that. Okay, there we go. So, if we Earn an extra life, okay. So if we get rid of the wrong icons, we can lock ourselves out of winning. No, I'm at... Yeah, okay, there we go. We do lose some points when we switch icons around, so we do kind of want to watch that. And we get some Mayan fun facts. So we learn things about Mayan history at the same time that we solve puzzles. Now we got a third icon added to it this time, the red icon. Did I want to do that? I'm not sure if I wanted to do that. I can only select the icons on the bottom... No, not that. Getting my buttons mixed up again. I can only select the icons from the bottom row. Oh, I lost. Oh yeah, I mean, that's Itza. From what I can tell, it just kind of goes on like that. Like this. It seems alright. Yeah, I lose when I run out of moves. But, I mean, it just seems to kind of go on. I guess I can just see if I can... I'm pressing the wrong buttons. I have a tendency to do that. Let's see. I can see if I can just beat this just to see if we can see any more story. Because I do kind of find it funny that this puzzle game has... Okay, I lost. I do kind of find it kind of funny that this puzzle game has a story, but we didn't get to see more of it. But that's it. It's a puzzle game. It seems alright. I'm not finding it all that compelling, but I mean, it's a game. It's competently made. Has a layer of polish on it that many indie games don't seem to bother with. So yeah, it's definitely a good effort. If you feel like a puzzle game, matching tiles, then maybe this could be worth your time. Not something I feel like playing right now, though. So, that's Itza. Next is Star Defender. And it does like its synth music, doesn't it? Okay, so let's see. The way we play is we can shoot a shot that can turn into, I guess, some kind of black hole or vortex, whatever. It's not a black hole, is it? Some kind of vortex. We want to stay away from that, but I guess we want to get these other polygons in there. And it disappears, so we're going to shoot a new one. Gotta try to keep... Okay, I killed myself. We gotta try to keep close to it, because the enemies will be coming after us, so if we stay close to it, they'll get sucked in. Or at least that's how I assume that's how we play this game, because honestly I did not read the instructions. I like to work things out myself. And this kind of seems like what I'm supposed to do. Oh. I'll try that again. Yep. And sure is some computer-generated music and colored lighting that we got here. That again. Well, I mean, as far as I can tell, that's Star Defender. Very old-style game, something that you might have seen on the Atari 2600, except not quite as colorful, and the music would have been a lot rougher, if you remember what 2600 music sounded like. But that seems to me to be the aesthetic that they're going for. Not really something I feel like playing, but I can't say it's bad or anything, just not really for me. But anyway, that's Star Defender. Next this week is Oozi, Earth Adventure Episode 2. I have not played Episode 1, and I had not heard of it before now. But, this game surprised me because, well, we saw Angry Zombie Ninja Cats before, and I was talking about the kind of lack of polish you see on XBlig. So, when this game popped up, kind of shocked, actually. Because seriously, look at this. Does this look like a game you'd expect to be on this service? I don't know how long the game is. Oh, actually it says there's 6 story levels. Don't know how long those levels would be. But I mean, if it was a full-size game, just looking at the level of polish in the visuals, I could expect this to be on a XBLA instead of XBlig. Bit of loading time though. And we'll see just how far we can get in the XBlig time limit. But apparently the story of Episode 1, as you just saw, Oozi is an alien, fell to Earth, trying to get away. Don't know if he's made any progress towards that, but I mean, in Episode 2 we find him in an underground cave, so I guess the answer is no. So I mean, look at this. Does this look like an XBlig game? No, it looks like a high-res Super Nintendo game. I really like the sprite work in this game. A little bit of a double jump. I mean, compared to just what else we see on XBlig, it looks actually kind of amazing. So the gameplay apparently seems to be a side-scrolling platformer, collecting stars, getting the checkpoints, trying to reach the end of the level. I mean, just talking about the visuals again. Okay, here we can double wall jump. Talking about the visuals again. Just like looking at the background, there's a lot of detail back there. And if I look at the cave walls, that look it has, where we have like that rocky border going into the texture of the wall inside the wall itself, that kind of effect they do, it kind of reminds me of... What does that remind me of? Like Super Nintendo era Square games. For some reason I'm thinking about Secret of Mana, though I don't know if I'm remembering that correctly, if that kind of effect was used in that. But just something about the way the game looks kind of reminds me of that. We can stomp on enemies with a super stomp. If we give a normal stomp, we can punch him. Oozi apparently has quite a punch. I don't know why he doesn't just use that normally. But yeah, I mean, I don't really mean to harp on visuals, but I really like how the artist here, I think it's developed by one guy. I could be wrong about that. But I like how the artist managed to create a high-res 2D sprite look without it. I don't think it looks cheap. I mean, generally when you have high-res 2D graphics, a complaint people will have is it looks like a Flash game, because people have kind of been conditioned to see high-res HD 2D graphics as being cheap, because they've been exposed to it in cheap Flash games on Newgrounds. It's kind of a shame that people have been kind of conditioned towards that, but somehow the look here is high-res 2D sprites without it really having that Flash game look, if you get what I mean. the main character, Oozi, kind of reminds me of a 90s era platforming mascot. Like wacky alien with attitude. That there was so much of when people were, when every game developer pretty much was trying to capture the success of Sonic the Hedgehog. The character design I'm seeing here seems like something that could be expected to be seen back then. The controls could be tighter. I mean, it's a little floaty. I think things like the wall jump could feel a lot better. Oh, gotta watch out. But it's definitely playable. I expect the game is probably not that long, just because if it is a one-man production, and looking at the production values that he has for what we're seeing here, I don't know. I died. I don't know really just how long this game could be. I don't know how many episodes the developer intends to make. Trial's about to expire. It gives us a little warning in advance. I don't know how many episodes the developer intends to make before Oozi makes it back to his home planet. But, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely interested in seeing what else this developer makes after seeing this. I died again. I don't think I'm gonna get any further before time runs out. Looking around on some videos on YouTube, he's posted some videos of him drawing some of the sprite work in the game. That's interesting to watch. There we go. Time expired. So anyway, that's Oozi Earth Adventure Episode 2. I really like how the game looks. The gameplay is pretty good. It could be improved, I think. It's obvious that most of the work in the game really went into the visuals, which in comparison to other exploit games are just stunning. You know, I think that looks really good. Kind of appeals to my own sense of what makes a good-looking video game. But anyway, that's Oozi Earth Adventure Episode 2. I suggest taking a look at it. So next is Temple of Dogolrak. Yeah, so let's see what this is. Okay, we're Archibaldo. Okay, Sacred Artifact. And I guess that space station there is the temple. And we have to find an artifact. And seeing the title screen, you could probably guess what kind of game this is. And yeah, from that you might be able to guess what kind of game this is. You know, Moe Mercury 2.5 is also still on one of the best-selling games list. I might expect this will be as well. Alright, so she's the one who's tasking us with finding this artifact, and it's been hidden in the temple. I don't know why they had to call us in to look through her home. She lives here. Can't be that big. Alright, so we have button prompts on the screen which tell us what we can do. Room to the side. Let's take a look inside. Oh, that's where we just were. Let's go down the hallway. Finding this artifact is dangerous, apparently. You can question him. So he stopped us to tell us that what we're doing is dangerous, but what we're doing can't actually be talked about in the temple. The group does not want to speak to us. Probably because the entire reason we're here can't actually be spoken about. Yep, we go ahead and do that. Okay, getting back in the hole. How about that? Alright, nothing to do in here. Group of people who are staring at us. They're not talking. I mean, the High Priestess, I assume, is the leader of this place, and she did tell us that she wanted us to be here. I don't know why everyone's... Whoa. What exactly is that they're praying to? No, we can't actually do anything else in there. Maybe it might be useful to find out some details about this religion. The Orb of Truth? So it's something we can ask questions to. Alright, so it answers our question by showing us a snake head, which seems to try to hypnotize us. And that's the Orb of Truth. Let's talk to this guy here. Please don't enter here, you will never come back. Well, I mean, a lot of people just walking around this place, I'm sure it's perfectly safe. Alright. Guess we have to enter the bath, don't we? We're not authorized. We're also not authorized to keep playing. Pay $3 to continue this mystic and sexy adventure. And you have screenshots. 2 of those screenshots we've seen already. So, I mean, that's a great way to get people to buy your game by showing them three screenshots. 2 of them were of things in the demo. So I think we can probably assume what the draw of this game is, even though it does not flat out state that there is risque material, let's say, in the game. I think we can see that that's what's coming. Yeah, so there we go. Temple of Dogolrak. Kind of trouble saying that word. It doesn't matter since I'm not going to be playing the game again, so I don't have to actually say the name. Explore mysterious temple in each chapter of the adventures of Archibaldo. Oh, so Archibaldo has continuing adventures, does he? Is this the first or only the latest? Well, maybe we'll see more adventures of Archibaldo popping up on X-Blade later, but, yeah, Temple of Dogolrak, you know if you want it or not. If you want it, don't... Yeah, it's there. Next up is Ultimate Polygon. You've experienced inferior polygons in the past, no more. We are now about to experience the Ultimate Polygon, developed by Polygon Gaming. They invented polygons, I understand. Yep, I'm ready. Okay, so what we can do, we're this polygon, and we can flip on this bar, and we can jump both ways. We have to not touch the other polygons. I'm not sure if we are the ultimate polygon, or if we will be encountered... Oh, I lost a life. You see that? Because I touched one of those polygons. I guess we can't be the ultimate polygon. Because why would the ultimate polygon die from touching inferior polygons? That doesn't really make much sense, I don't think. Hold on. Oh. Yeah, so we can jump. And, oh, envelopes. We don't want to touch the envelopes either. We'll die if we touch them. Just like we die if we touch anything else. So basically we have to... Yep, we can clear 3 of those with a jump, and basically the whole point of the game seems to be we have to figure out whether we want to dodge polygons on the top side of the bar or the bottom, which will be safer. Hello? Ultimate Polygon? Still playing. Okay, there we go. Things are picking up. Trial games at a time. I always find it kind of funny that there's a built-in time limit for XSplig demos, and some of these demos have a time limit that's much shorter than the built-in one. Because letting us play this for 9 minutes would surely give away too much of the game. I guess the game is like this, except it gets harder. I would assume so. Can't confirm because the time limit of the demo, what was that, 2 minutes? Sure do want to buy it now. Ultimate Polygon. And the final game for this week on XSplig, Rise of the Mummies. A game where we fight hordes of the undead. Perhaps. Maybe. Oh yeah, it's this game. We've seen this game. It's been called different things in the past, and we've been shooting at different things in the past, usually zombies. But we've seen this game. And I'm sure we're going to see this game again and again and again as we continue to play XSplig games. I wonder if is there a template for this kind of game somewhere? Like, is there just something you download to make your own version of one of these games? Because this can't be a coincidence, right? I refuse to believe that so many separate people are making this game from scratch. There must be some kind of software package that you can download which has a template for this. Oh. Really large one-armed men. They're not skeletons. Actually, this is called Rise of the Mummies. No mummies yet. I guess we'll be seeing them a little later. But skeletons and mutant one-armed men is what we've been seeing so far. So yeah, if anyone knows what this software package is that people have been using to make these games, and I don't mean XSplig games in general, I mean this game, let me know, because I'm just wondering. I'm very curious about it. It's got to be some kind of shared resource that people are using to make this. Kamikaze skeleton. Well, I mean, so far... hold on. It's getting dark. I have a flashlight. So far, no zombies. Hold on. I warped into a room. I mean, it's possible, I guess, that the one-armed men might have been zombies, but I prefer to think that they were probably injured pro wrestlers. There's a lot of them. Yeah. Oh, sent out a decoy. Skeleton. It blew up. Okay, so that was a new weapon. I don't remember seeing that in the other versions of this game. Oh, hold on, new enemy. What is that? It's not a mummy. What is that? Is it a bug? I think it might be some kind of beetle. Whoa. Colored lighting. I think this is turning into a dance party now. Now we're in the desert. At least we're getting changes of scenery. It's more than we were getting with the other versions of this game. And we have been getting new weapons on a frequent basis, so at least it has kept things... I don't want to use the word interesting, but at least there's been a number of weapons to use, and getting them in pretty large supply. What are these things? Oh, no, these are the mummies. Okay. Now we're fighting the mummies. They don't seem to be any more difficult than the skeletons, though maybe a little faster. This is a lot of blue things. I can't really visualize what those are. It looks like that they're breaking up into beetles, but I don't know what the big thing... Oh, I died. Okay. I think that's it for that. So that was the latest iteration of this game. Overhead, top-down, dual joystick shooter where we walk around in a room and fight hordes of the undead. Maybe we'll see another version of it next week. I'm sure as the longer we go, the more versions of this game we will see. And I'd just like to know where they come from. What are people using to make this? Is there some kind of generator somewhere that makes this game? And then it automatically submits it to XBlig for you. Because I think, actually if that doesn't exist, you could probably make a good deal of money with such a thing. You program go into a website, make a website, and make an online generator where someone goes on there and inputs what kind of this game they want. And then it pumps it out, and then they can submit it to XBlig. Because that seems to be what's going on. And I don't know where they're coming from. But that was the final game for this week on Xbox Live Indie Games. The standout, I think you can guess for me, was Oozi's Adventure. I'm pretty sure I'll be buying that. Want to play through the rest of that, take a look at the boss fight and see how that goes, because that looks really good. Plays pretty well. And I'm interested in seeing what else that developer does. So that was a standout for this week. Should say last week, because these were last week's games. I'm doing this a little late. Could have done this on Sunday, but didn't have any time. But okay, so that was XBlig for this week. See you next week with more Xbox Live Indie Games.